Whenever you're serving, do you ever feel like you just don't have enough time? You feel rushed? You feel like you don't have a good second serve? Whenever you get into a pressure situation, you lose? Hey everyone, my name's Tyler from Universal Rackets, and today we're teaching you a huge tip that's going to transform your serve. It's not only going to make your serve better, but it's going to make you feel less stressed. This video is for your second serve. This video is for when you get into a huge match. A lot of players, whenever it gets real intense, whenever it gets real tight, they try to fight. It's like fight or flight, right? You need to take a breather. You need to have a routine. Once again, you need to take a breather and have a routine before every single serve. You ever go watch out on US Open, Wimbledon, wherever, you'll see Djokovic, not anymore because they have the shot clock, but he'll bounce the ball 15 times. You'll see Nadal, he'll do this, he'll go like this, like this, like this, like this, and what? Then he serves the ball. The reason why the pros do that is because they have a routine. Now, I'm not telling you to bounce the ball 1,500 times, but I want you to, from now on, after watching this video, I want you to pick right now, how many times are you going to bounce the ball before you serve? Is it going to be 2, 3, 4, maybe even 5? Every single time I serve, I'll bounce it 1, 2, 3, and then I'll serve. Once again, 1, 2, 3, and then I serve. I am not going to serve until I bounce the ball 3 times. You will normally go out, you serve, you're getting a tight point, and then you'll just serve real quick. But now, because you have your certain number of bounces, now what are you going to do? No matter how tight, how crazy it is, you're going to bounce your ball the certain amount of times, you go set, and then you're going to hit. That is going to help you so much, because when players rush, they're tossing arms in, not with their hitting arm, it's not going to be as good. If you can think just 1, 2, 3, pause, and then you're going to go, and then you're going to serve. Or maybe even 1, 2, or maybe even 1, 2, 3, 4. That's perfectly fine, but if you can have a routine, it's going to get you much better when you serve. The next thing that you can do as well is that you can utilize your strings. Just so you know, guys, in tennis, when players, they go like this the whole time, it's not to actually fix their strings. They utilize this as a focus mechanism. By focusing on your strings, that's not going to have you focus on your opponent. That's not going to have you focus on the crowd if you're playing in front of crowds. If you are and you're watching this, that's pretty cool. But that's going to help you just reset, okay? So whenever I miss a serve, this is after a point, right? This isn't after a first serve going on to a second. But if I ever miss a point, before I'll get the ball or wherever, even after the ball, I'll put the ball in my pocket and I'll just turn around and I'll just look at my strings for a little bit, right? Then after I look at my strings, then I'm going to get the ball. Now I'm focused. 1, 2, 3, take a little pause, and then I am going to hit. The next thing I'm going to go over that's going to help you guys so much is what? If you tell yourself over and over and over again not to miss, don't miss, don't miss, don't hit in that, don't hit in that, don't hit in that. If I say elephant, what are you thinking? Elephant, elephant, elephant. What are you thinking right now? You're thinking about an elephant. If you say to yourself every single time that you go and serve, even if you're doing the routine that I just told you, but if you say not to miss every single time, what are you probably going to do? You're probably going to miss. So if you can tell yourself, instead of maybe not miss, instead of saying don't miss, you're going to say go up, or you're going to say be loose, or you're going to say be confident. If you can give yourself a positive thought rather than a negative thought, you're going to train your mind. You're going to be so much better off while you're serving. You won't be that tight. You won't make that same mistake that you're telling yourself not to do over and over and over again. So once again, if you can utilize just taking a breather time by time after your serve, pick a certain number of times that you will bounce the ball. If it is after a point, you're going to check your strings and just zone in, try to be zoned a little bit more present. And if you can tell yourself that you're going to give yourself a positive thing rather than a negative thing, or what not to do, you're going to be so much better off. What I do myself personally is, again, I bounce the ball 3 times and then I'm ready to go. I'll focus on my strings once in a while, and I always tell my serve to go up, go up, go up, go up. That's what I tell myself. If I'm ever in a tight situation, all I'm going to do is, again, go up, okay? By going up, that's my number one thing that I have to do with my serve personally, because a lot of my serves, I end up hitting down on the ball. So if I can just tell myself again that I'm going up every single time, that's a positive affirmation to get myself doing the proper thing. Now, if this helps your game, your serve, amazing. Click the link in the subscribe. Let me know how many bounces you do and if there's any other rituals that you use for your own personal serve. I would love to hear. Have a good one, happy hitting, and I'll see you guys next time on court.